EPCOT's Flower and Garden Festival has begun. Disneyland is prepping for some huge celebrations this year, and Epic Universe is already expanding. All the Disney and Universal Parks news from the week is coming up right now here on DFB Guide. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. So it was another week of busy reporting for our Orlando team with the start of Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival. We got a few sneak peeks at some really exciting stuff coming to Disney World later this year and some surprising updates out of Epic Universe. So let's dive in. The 2025 Epcot Flower and Garden Festival kicked off on Wednesday, March 5th. We were there. We ate everything. It's going to run until June 2nd. Now, our team covered all the new merchandise, the gardens, and of course, the food booths, and we had a lot of great things to eat at this year's festival. We've already crowned the winners of our Best of the Fest, so be sure to watch that video if you haven't already. And if you're looking to get even more in-depth festival info ahead of your trip, we've got our full Flower and Garden Festival guide fully updated with photos and info from this year, plus exclusive maps and food crawls, so you can make the most of your time at the festival. Grab a copy of our festival guide over at dfbstore.com, and our YouTube viewers get a special discount as always. Just enter code YouTube at checkout. The opening of Epic Universe is fast approaching over there at Universal Orlando, and we're getting more details every day. The park has been added to the Universal Orlando app, which means you can check out the full map of each land, along with information about rides and restaurants and shops and more, even stuff they haven't really announced. And while they've now been taken off the map, we originally spotted some virtual queue symbols, or virtual lines as they call them at Universal. Both Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Japan and Universal Studios Hollywood used virtual lines to help control crowds when they opened, and demand was at an all-time high. Currently, there are no official announcements that Epic Universe will be using those virtual queues, but there are likely several crowd control measures that will be taken in order to keep things moving in the park during its opening season. The maps also indicate which rides will offer single rider lines. Now, single rider lines can allow you to experience an attraction with a shorter wait. However, you will be split up from the rest of your party, since what single rider lines do is sort of fill in all the empty seats in a particular ride car. Stardust Racers, Curse of the Werewolf, Monsters Unchained, The Frankenstein Experiment, Hiccup's Wing Gliders, Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, Minecart Madness, and Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry will all offer single rider lines. The park may not be open yet, but that doesn't mean Universal isn't thinking of what's next, though. According to Karen Irwin, President and Chief Operating Officer of Universal Orlando Resort, the company is already planning for the next thing at Epic. In a new video, Irwin shared that new attractions have been planned for each of the parks at Universal Orlando, including Epic Universe, even though it's not even open yet. Team member previews have already begun for Epic Universe, and we expect to step foot into this brand new theme park soon, so stick with us here for some first looks inside the park. Before we head back to Disney World news, we've got some big announcements for Disneyland's major 70th anniversary celebration. The Disneyland Resort 70th celebration is going to begin on May 16th, 2025. It's going to run through summer 2026, and we already had some details, but we just learned a whole lot more. An all-new World of Color show called World of Color Happiness, inspired by Walt Disney, will debut with a kaleidoscope of emotions, those are Disney's words, not mine, hosted by joy and other emotions from Inside Out 2. And the show will feature a Boyz II Men rendition of Rainbow Connection. The fan favorite Paint the Night Parade is going to return, of course, this time with Anna and Elsa on the iconic Frozen float. We also got a sneak peek at Mickey and Friends' new 70th anniversary outfits. We had seen Mickey and Minnie a while back. Now we've got to look at Pluto and Goofy, Clarabelle, Chip and Dale, and Donald and Daisy. A new character cavalcade will also debut called the Celebrate Happy Cavalcade. Rare Disney characters are going to be in this one, like Duffy and Shelley May from Duffy and Friends. They are going to be part of the fun. Definitely worth heading over to see that. Disneyland is even adding special touches to It's a Small World and Toy Story Midway Mania. On It's a Small World, Miguel and Dante will join the children in song in the Mexico scene, and Toy Story Midway Mania will feature special 70th anniversary Easter eggs. There will be plenty of decor, including a 50-foot sculpture inspired by Sleeping Beauty Castle, and of course, plenty of merchandise like limited edition popcorn buckets and more branded with the 70th anniversary logo. There are also several ticket and hotel deals just announced that coincide with the kickoff of the anniversary celebrations, so you can save on your visit. We've got the full details at DisneyFoodBlog.com. Disney's also making progress on all of their recently announced changes and expansions, and we just spotted a brand new permit for Animal Kingdom. Disney recently filed a new permit to install set elements for Zootopia Better Zoogether. So Better Zoogether will replace It's Tough to Be a Bug in the Tree of Life at Animal Kingdom at Disney World this winter. Original show is planned to close on March 17th, 2025, so your last chance to see it is on March 16th. So the Tropical Americas shaped asteroid may be heading for Dinoland USA at Animal Kingdom, but you have a bit more time to experience parts of it. While we have already seen the closure of Triceratops Spin and Fossil Fun Games and Chester and Hester's Dinosaur Treasures, parts of Dinoland are still up and running through the end of the year. Disney has confirmed that Dinosaur will be closing in 2026, but we don't have an official date just yet. You've still got time throughout 2025 to grab a bite to eat at Restaurantosaurus, but chances are this spot will close at the end of the year. Dino Bite Snacks is also still open for your ice cream Sammy needs, and kids can still run around the Boneyard Playground throughout this year before Disney makes way for the new Tropical Americas area coming to Animal Kingdom. This week, we also got a little peek inside Test Track as it undergoes a massive transformation. The official Disney Imagineering Instagram account posted a short clip of a day in the life of a project engineer working on the ongoing refurbishment of Epcot's Test Track. You'll need to look closely, but this behind-the-scenes video appears to show some areas of the queue and the loading zone currently under construction. Test Track is currently slated to reopen in late summer 2025. So this April, the JW Marriott Orlando Grand Lakes is hosting the Mom 2.0 Summit from April 3rd to the 5th, where content creators and marketers and entrepreneurs are coming together to share the latest industry insights. And guess what? I've been asked to be a speaker at the event, so you can catch my featured panel, 10 Things I Wish I'd Known Before I Quit My Job to Be a Full-Time Creator, on April 5th. I'd love for you to join me. I've dropped a link that will save you $50 off your ticket into the description below this video, or go ahead and scan that QR code. This week, we've also gotten a chance to see a bit more of the Pirates Lounge coming to Magic Kingdom. The Pirates-themed tavern is set to open in late 2025 and will continue the storyline of the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction. Disney says it will be a first-of-its-kind experience. And in another video from Disney Imagineering, we got to see inside the framed-out construction zone for the lounge. With multiple dining areas, we're interested to see how large this space really is, and if it'll be a snacks or more full-on restaurant situation. Of course, we'll keep you updated whenever we learn more. The menu at the Hollywood Brown Derby has gotten a taste of spring with 4 new appetizers, 4 new entrees, and 2 new enhancements. You can now order house-made ravioli, creamy corned bisque with crab, sake braised pork belly, Grand Marnier liqueur macerated seasonal fruit burrata, and the new entrees include filet mignon with potato carrot mash, spicy broccoli rabe, black garlic butter, and Madeira demi. There's a grilled Ora King salmon with creamed corn succotash, pancetta, and spring onion pea stew, lamb shank with quinoa pea salad, paneer parantha chips, and mint yogurt, and free-range chicken with scallion chorizo cakes, roasted squash, grilled peppers, and red mole sauce. Now, if you're looking to upgrade your meal, you can add the following enhancements. There's an au gratin potato or braised wild mushrooms. The Festival de Fresas at Jaleo is happening from now until March 16th, 2025. There are 7 featured dishes on the menu for Jaleo over there in Disney Springs, full of strawberry treats. Jaleo has partnered with a local farm, Southern Hill Farms, for the freshest strawberries in these unique dishes. There are lots of textures and flavor combinations in this strawberry menu, and we highly recommend the coca de queso, an olive oil and rosemary cracker with strawberry marmalade, and grated cheese, which almost had Monte Cristo sandwich vibes. The Fresas con nata, a traditional Spanish strawberries and cream dessert, was the perfect light and fresh dish to cap off the meal. You can see all the offerings and our full review at DisneyFoodBlog.com. All right, here's what you need to know if you're going to Disney World this week. We're getting further into that spring break season, which means crowds are increasing. We've also got some St. Patrick's Day festivities coming up. The 2025 St. Patrick's Festival is happening at Raglan Road from March 14th to March 17th. You can catch live dance and musical performances, as well as dine on some holiday special dishes for the occasion. If you visit Disney Springs on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, Raglan will be open at 10 a.m. with a $20 cover charge for guests 18 and older. Note that there will be no reservations on this day. Raglan will offer first come, first serve entry, and young guests can enter for free. We're very interested to see if last week's wait time trends continue for Tiana's Bayou Adventure and Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, since these two rides have just stopped offering virtual queues and switched to standard standby lines. The average wait time for Tiana was 44 minutes in the first 7 days without a virtual queue, and for Cosmic Rewind it was 64 minutes on average. While wait times will vary depending on crowd levels, a check on Thursday early evening showed Cosmic Rewind at around 90 minutes and Tiana's at around 45, so you'll still want a solid plan of attack if you want to ride either of these with minimal waits. And you can, of course, purchase Lightning Lane Multi-Pass for Magic Kingdom or a single pass for Cosmic Rewind, but be aware that those skip-the-line passes are at some of their higher prices right now, particularly earlier in the week. We always recommend keeping an eye on wait times leading up to your trip to help you decide if they're a bit too long for you and if you'd prefer to purchase Lightning Lanes in order to cut down your time spent waiting in line. Even at $35 per person, Multi-Pass in Magic Kingdom can have a big impact on your day. Remember, when those prices are higher, so are the crowds. We've got a few construction updates and closures this week. First up, the last day to experience the terror and joy of It's Tough to Be a Bug is coming up. This show will officially close on the 17th, so you've only got a little more time to experience this one before it closes to make way for Zootopia Better Together. If you're lucky enough to be staying at the Grand Floridian, the Courtyard Pool has reopened, and if you're looking to do some shopping in Magic Kingdom, the Emporium is moving right along with construction with a lot of those walls coming down this past week. And that's the news we've got for you today. If you want even more Disney news, click the link down below in our description to sign up for our free newsletter. It is completely free, and the DFB team and I will make sure every piece of Disney news finds its way to your inbox as soon as it happens. Disney is presenting its South by Southwest today, so be sure to follow along on our social and over at DisneyFoodBlog.com because we'll likely be seeing a few surprises. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.